What's up everyone, this is Duana aka Glamazon1026 and I'm coming to you with another nail tutorial. Today we're going to be attempting tortoiseshell nails, so stick with me and watch and see what's going on. So I decided to change up my nail shape. Today we are going to be doing stiletto nails because I missed them. I used to have stilettos a long time ago, but I switched to coffin and I liked that for a while, but now I'm like, let me get back into stiletto. I used my coffin shaped nails that I usually use, and then I just cut the tips off in like a little slanty corners on the side, and I'm just using my 100/180 file to file back and forth until I get a peak, and then file around the top to make it a little bit round. I'm actually way better at shaping stilettos than I am at shaping coffins, so we might see stilettos for a while. Alright, and those are shaped. So now I'm going to buff them out, take off the shine on the top of the tip and on my nail so that everything will lay down nicely and we won't have any lifting and all that stuff. So after we finish buffing, we are going to take the Model 1's nail dehydrator and put that on my natural nail. And then after that, I'm going to go over it with the Gelish pH Pro Bond, which is a primer. And then I'm going to use the Orly rubberized base coat, which is supposed to just help with adhering things to your nail. So I'm trying this out. Let's see if this works well. I'll leave the link to it in the description box. So I'm going to be using the Valentino acrylic system. I'm going to use Classic Nude, and I finally got the Valentino monomer. And then I'm also going to be doing a crystal clear. Today's design is going to incorporate smile lines, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, which is basically when at the top of the nail, like where the nail meat ends before you have the free edge of the nail, there is one color and then it's like another color at the tip. So we're going to be using the classic we're going to use the classic nude as the nail bed color and then the clear as the tip color. And since I'm not very good at using smile lines, I bought a smile line cutter from Amazon. I'll leave the link for that below as well. You'll see me use it on this nail. I was struggling a little bit and I kept forgetting to press press record, so I missed a lot. So here you'll see me put down the classic nude, and then when that is finished, right before it's like super duper dry, I take the smile line cutter and cut the excess acrylic off. I'm going to do the same thing for all the rest of the nails. The only nail that's different on this hand is the pointer, and for that one I used Classic Nude all the way to the edge. I don't know, I wanted to see how it looked because it's such a pretty color. If y'all hear that in the background, that's Yoshi eating, he's greedy. Now I'm going to take my 100/180 nail file and file those smile lines so that they're nice and crisp. And then after that, you want to make sure you dust off all of the powder so that it doesn't interfere with you putting down the clear acrylic. So now we're going to put the clear acrylic at the free edge of the smile line and just kind of shape it to the tip of the nail. What you want to do is make sure that you put some of the clear acrylic on the top of the smile line too, or else you'll get kind of like an indentation where the two different acrylics meet. So once you finish putting it on the nail, on the tip then you just go over the whole thing with acrylic, like I'm doing right now. And that, my friends, is a nail. I had to stop and show y'all that because it looks so good. So I'm gonna do the same thing with these nails. And yes, I did make an X so I knew exactly where to put my finger so that it wouldn't be off focus or out of frame like it usually is. Next time I'll find something that's a little bit less conspicuous. Alright, so now I'm going to take my 100-180 file and I'm just going to continue to shape the nail, just, you know, touch it up a little bit. And that's what they look like when they're all filed. I have a new nail drill. This is the Melody Susie Professional Nail Drill. It's so professional. I'm so legit right now, and it's such a good nail drill. The nail drill I had before was really good, but it was like a nice starter nail drill. This is the real deal, y'all. Like, I don't usually go over 3,000 RPMs or whatever, but like, like it was so easy to take off the poly gel. It was just like, man, this is legit. This is legit. Anyway, I'm just going around the edges and making sure everything is nice and smooth, going around my cuticles to make sure that they're nice and flush. We don't want any flooded edges or anything. Now we're going to go into the design. So I don't have the right color to make tortoiseshell, even though I tried to get the right color. The color I bought was too dark. So I'm going to mix a little bit of base coat with this orange gel-ish, I believe. And that is called That'll Peach You. And so I want to make a clear see-through kind of peachy brown color. Now I'm adding the Perfect Summer Jelly Nail in brown to that to make it a little bit darker. I don't know why Titan and them are acting up right now. I swear they were asleep before I started recording this voiceover. Anyway, we're going to take that color on just a plain like nail brush, and I'm just going to add it to the tip of the nail. And we're going to make it thick, but not like too thick, but not too thin, because we want the brownish peach to show through the bottom. And we're going to do one coat of that and then cure it for 30 seconds. But before we do that, I'm going to go in with some acetone on a clean brush and just clean up the smile line. Alright, and so then you put it in the nail gel lamp. So now I'm going in with that brown that we used in the mixture and just putting dots all over the nail, the top of the nail, because this is going to be like a French tip tortoiseshell. Then I'm using a clean brush with some alcohol on it, and I'm just dispersing that color to give it some texture and definition. You don't really want the spots now, you just want to keep adding little bit by little bit and then curing for about 20 seconds and then adding some more just to give it a little bit more character. Now I'm going in with a black gel nail polish on my dotting tool and just making the spots that, you know, are characteristic of tortoiseshell. I'm cleaning the smile line up with a little bit of acetone, and I'm going to drop some acetone on the black spots so that they're not uniform. So now I'm going to do the same thing on my pinky nail. I did the other two off camera prior to doing the last two nails because I wanted to make sure I had a technique down before I showed y'all what I was doing. So we're going to put the brown down, use some alcohol to kind of disperse it, give it a little bit of texture. We're going to cure that for 20 seconds and then come back and add some more to give it some depth and character. Then we're going to cure that for 20 seconds after you put some alcohol on it. This actually would be easier if you had a blooming gel polish, but I don't have that, so we're gonna work with what we got. Now I'm gonna take the black on my dotting tool and kind of like swirl it around a little bit so it's not uniform. And then as I am finished putting that down, I'm just gonna take the alcohol on a clean brush and just drop alcohol on my nail. And that just helps the black break up and just make it look, I don't know, it makes it look like tortoiseshell. Alright, so there are the four of them right there. Ooh, that looks so good. Yay! Alright, and so now after that we're going to put on the Model 1's top coat. You know, this is a no wipe top coat. It's one of my favorites. Super glossy, not sticky. Then we're going to cure everything for 60 seconds. Look at the, what's it called, y'all? The paper towel. It's such a mess because I just keep wiping the brush off. That's okay. My paper towel looks like that, so my nails can look like this. Alright, so now we're going to put on our Simply Happy oil, all on our cuticles, rub that thing in, and here is the finished look. I love these so much, guys. These look so good. I want to shout out my friend Chantel for giving me the idea to do these, and Jayla for giving me the okay. But these look really, really, really good, y'all. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.